All right, we're gonna skip over top 8. I'm not trying to watch Flunderies versus Tier Elements. That's pretty boring, pretty fucking boring. This is gonna be an exciting match. We got top 4 right here. Christopher LeBlanc, a very known player with multiple YCS tops, and we got the Kashtira player right here. Okay, Federico, that's his name. He's gonna start off first. He's gonna summon a unicorn, activate the unicorn effect. So far, so good for Federico. He's gonna grab Birth. Okay. Let's see what kind of play he's gonna go off with. Okay, so Theosis is gonna be activated. Let's see what he's gonna summon out. A Fenrir. It's always the same combo, same plays as always. Fenrir effect now. He's gonna search. Pretty sure you're gonna go for the standard combos. Add the Rise Heart. Okay. Very original, very unique play style, very unique plays. Thank you, Konami, for making this deck, creating such a unique deck with so much versatility and so much fun. Anyways, Kashtira Shangria is being summoned. Now he's gonna go for the Rise Heart. It looks like Chris LeBlanc's gonna chain a card. I think it's Hufinus. Nope, he's gonna mill 3. That's a pretty good mill. No, except for the Meta Noise. Actually, Meta Noise is pretty good, actually, right here. But he's gonna banish 3 face down. That's 2. 3 face down. Forgot to mention that he banished Big Bang for the Rise Heart. And then he's gonna use the Kashtira Shangria to block a zone. But anyways, he's gonna resolve his effects. He's gonna mill 2. Kelback is milled, amazing. And he's gonna add back with Meta Noise the Tier Elements Kashtira. And now Kelback effect is gonna be activated, I assume. It's gonna mill 5. It's a very strong mill. That Hufinus is just so busted. Thank God it's at 1 now. We're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna deal with any of these types of situations where they go Hufinus and they mill Kelbeck and a Megiddo on your first turn, and then you end up milling 10 cards. Looks like the judges are talking to Chris LeBlanc. Seems like a technical difficulties going on right here. Let's see what's gonna happen here, but pretty sure he's gonna mill. Pretty sure the Kelback's gonna be activated. Just waiting on that to happen. But anyway, okay, so Big Bang was activated as well, so he's gonna summon out the Fenrir, block a zone, and now new chain link. Waiting for that new chain link. So Kelback effect's gonna be activated. Mill 5. It's gonna mill Hufinus and a Shiren. Wow, that's pretty annoying. But at least he's got a Fenrir out, so he'll be able to activate the Fenrir to get rid of one of his monsters on board once he activates an effect. So he's gonna go Shiren and Hufinus. Okay. Let's see what he's gonna go for here. Waiting for the fusion summons. Come on, Chris LeBlanc. Best player in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Oh, he milled the Scream as well. Okay, so he searched for Suliak. Okay, he's gonna shuffle back the Magnamut and the Shiren, I believe. Make a Mud. And then, okay, so that's good. So you could use Mud to bring out, let's see what he's gonna bring out. Kikalos, okay. Kikalos effect is gonna chain Fenrir, banish the Kikalos face down. Okay. So he's going to resolve Kikalos. And then Kikalos gets banished face down, right? Unless he used Mud Dragon somehow and then called Dark, which he didn't. Okay, well, he couldn't. And even if he chained it, he'd still get banished because it was already targeted. But, okay, Kikalos is banished face down. He sent the Rhino Heart to the graveyard. And he's going to use Rhino Heart effect now. So just a lot of interactions, at least, though. I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of interactions between the Tier and Kashtira player on the very first turn of Federico. But it's still unfair that the Cash player is still the Tier player is still getting to play against Federico's first turn. It's just so unfair, dude. At least this is the last time. This is the last YCS you'll ever see a tier element to this level competing. So, okay, Shiren's is going to get sent to the graveyard, I believe, by the Rhino Heart. And then let's see what's going to happen here. Shiren effect. I'm going to assume he's going to probably summon Kaleido Heart. Okay, let's see. Shuffle back 2. Never mind. I don't think he's making Kaleido. Oh, yeah, he is. Okay, he shuffled back 3. Didn't quite notice that. So, Kaleido Heart's going to be summoned. He's going to shuffle back the Shangria back into the extra deck. So that's just, I mean, it's a pretty strong board so far. I mean, those were some very lucky bills for Christopher LeBlanc. So zones are not blocked anymore. So it seems like a very good start for Christopher LeBlanc. Okay. So overlay for a Rise Heart. Okay. Now Pot of Extrav. Banish. Let's see how many he's going to banish. Maybe the top 6, maybe the top 3. And then he's going to get the effect to attach a material. He's going to chain Mud Dragon. Going to call, I wonder what he's going to call, probably Dark. So banish, or yeah, he already banished. He's gonna look at the top 6. Shifter, which is dead. Terraforming, it's alright. Dark Ruler, it's useless. Talents is probably the best pick. Probably take control of Kaleido and then link off, but I mean, that's not that good. So now Rise Heart's gonna be activated. Adding the the Link monster as material. That was face down. Okay. Let's see what's gonna happen here after this. Now, I mean, it's looking kind of tough for Federico, just because he just has to deal with a Kaleido Heart on board already, and then a Mud Dragon. Then it's just the fact that he has to deal with monsters that he can't even attack over because it's his first turn. I feel like maybe they should make a ruling where, like, if there's a way that your opponent summons monsters on your first turn, then there is a battle phase. But I mean, I don't know how that'd probably work. But there you go, talents to look at the hand. Very interesting. I don't think the hand matters anymore at this point, man. I mean, I think taking control of one monster probably would have been all right. I don't know. Link for the higher monster, but nope. He's just gonna shuffle back the Keldo back into the deck. I think it's just not gonna matter. Even just doing that, it's not gonna do anything. The triple taxis was pretty much just a -1 at that point. I think this game's pretty much over. I think Big Bang's gonna be attached now. Jesus, that Mud Dragon is going to be strong too, just because of the fact that you can't target a lot of the, you can't use a Rise Heart to target its monsters. Other than, see, the only thing you can banish is the Rhino Heart, but I mean, it's just going to be irrelevant. Macrocosmos is on field. Okay, he has Birth. I didn't know I thought he didn't have any cards in hand. So now he's going to use Birth, the Birth effect. Let's see what he could summon out. He's going to activate the effect. He's going to chain. He's going to use the shufflers to shuffle back all 3 of the Kashtira monsters in the graveyard. So now Birth is dead for the meantime. And the Rise Heart should be activated right here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yep. Oh, he's going to bring back. But a Rise Heart should be activated. It's a mandatory effect, no? He should be getting another material. Did he? I think he did, yep. He grabbed the Big Bang. Okay. So Fenrir is still on board. Let's see. He's going to set 1. I mean, could he overlay for a Shangria? I mean, there's no point. I feel like you're just wasting resources at that point, maybe. Or maybe you banished it off the Prosperity. But he's just going to pass. Has 1 face down. Okay, let's see what he could do. Chris LeBlanc is going up against a Rise Heart, Fenrir. Oh, and the Metaverse is being activated? Okay. That probably could change the way the game, the way this match or this game could, it's game 1. Depending on what he activates. Let's see what he's gonna. Metaverse. Okay, Necro Valley. That's very strong. It's a very strong card. He did chain Mudragon to the metaverse, assuming that he's called Dark. That way you can't target the Kaleido Heart. And metaverse being banished, it's going to activate the Arise Heart, mandatory effect. It's unfortunate that that card's mandatory. I mean, if it was a you-can effect, I feel like you could play around a lot of cards. Like Talents, Triple Tactics Thrust. Okay, he's going to normal summon, go for Babushka. Oh, he's going to go for a Zeus. That's pretty good. Or I think he called, oh, maybe he called Earth. If anything, maybe he called Earth. Or nah, I doubt it. I mean, that's a good play. If he called Earth, I mean, that means he can't even banish the Babushka. What he should have done was banish to normal summon Shiren, but it doesn't matter. So he's gonna crash. He's gonna banish the Kaleido Heart face down, and now he's gonna attach. That doesn't matter anymore. And then Babushka is gonna attack. So it's just gonna block out, and then Zeus is just gonna come down. That's just gonna be a wrap right there. That Zeus is gonna be really powerful. So he's gonna detach the Babushka and the Mudragon, I believe. He wants the Shiren under as material. Okay, so that's just gonna get rid of the whole board. And Zeus is the death of Kashtira for sure. That's just and I'm pretty sure Federico has no cards in hand left anymore. So now, yep, Christopher Luong's just gonna be able to play, and he milled Broken, Agido, Hafenus, and Scream. That's just tough, man. That's tough. I would just scoop. If I was Federico, I'd just scoop immediately and go move on to game 2. Not go into time. It's over. It's a wrap. There's no way Federico's gonna come back from this. There's just no possible way. I don't see it happening. It's a wrap. I just don't. This is disgusting. I don't even want to watch this anymore. I want to move on to game 2. There's just no point. Does he have one card in hand? I think he does. But I mean, I just don't see. I don't see him coming back. Is there technical difficulties happening right now? What's going on here? Deck check or what's going on? I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. We're just gonna skip through. It's fine. We're just trying to watch the duels. We're trying to see the results. Okay, Agido. So he already milled. He's just gonna chain, activate his tier elements effects. He's gonna shuffle back. Come on, Federico. You gotta scoop it up, man. You gotta save some time for yourself, man. If you really wanted to win this YCS, you would have scooped up your cards already, gave up, move on to game 2, finish him in game 2, game 3, win that, not losing the time. Tier elements take so long for their turns, their plays. They just have so many effects in that it just takes so long, and then it just pretty much takes you the time in tournaments like this. I mean, it just is what it is. Yep, Federico is finally going to scoop it up. And we're going to move on to game 2. Let's see what's going to happen here. Game 2, okay. 28 minutes into the video, but we have it sped up. You know, we don't want to take that long with the feature matches. They shouldn't take that long. We shouldn't be watching this for an hour straight long. I feel like that's a lot of time. You know, that could be wasted. Anyways, Planet Wraith is going to be activated. Federico's going first again. Hopefully, Crystal Blanc doesn't open up a Hafenus again and mills the nuts again against Federico. So now the Kashtira T-Elements, or Kashtira Unicorn is going to be activated. Search out Birth. And now that's going to activate Birth. Normal summon to Fenrir, I assume. Yep, Fenrir effect, search. It's going to grab Rise Heart. It's always the same play. It's never going to change. I feel like Tier Elements had more combos instead of this deck, but I mean, it usually ends up rounded up to be the same. So overlay, go for Shangria, summon, and go for Rise Heart effect to banish. Assume he's going to banish Big Bang. Yup, Big Bang effect. Special summon out of Fenrir, I assume, off the Big Bang, from under the material of Shangria. Okay, he's going to block out his own. So yeah, summon out Fenrir. And now the Rise Heart is level 7. He's going to summon out Rise Heart. He just doesn't want to make any more mistakes. Just like that first game 1 where, yeah. So Theosis is now going to target the Rise Heart. He's going to special summon. Let's see what he's going to summon out. Let's see. Hopefully he doesn't get Zeused again. Okay, he's going to summon out a Unicorn now. And then Big Bang is going to be added to the hand by the Theosis when it gets banished by the Rise Heart. Does he have Nibiru? Oh, no way. So, okay, he's chaining Nibiru. Jesus Christ, he's going to change Shifter. That's pretty good. Shifter's going to be chained. Everything's going to get banished, unfortunately. And is he thinking of what to chain? I'm not sure. Okay. So what's going on here? That Nibiru is just way too strong, man. You gotta play around that Nibiru sometimes, man. Or else it just sucks though. I mean, if you play around Nibiru, what if they have a Book of Eclipse on their turn? Or just Imperm, just even an Imperm in general could just be strong enough, because you're just gonna end up on a Rise Heart and that's it. So also I guess apparently you couldn't change Shifter. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, well that's very unfortunate. He couldn't change Shifter for some reason. I don't know. I don't see why he couldn't. I mean, were there no cards in the graveyard, or was there a card in the graveyard? That's unfortunate. And then Chris LeBlanc got a big relief from that Shifter not being able to be chained. I guess what Federico should have done was activate Shifter immediately. Maybe he was trying to play around Gamma. Maybe he was trying to play around something. He was trying to play around something. I guess he should have. Federico should have slapped down the Shifter, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is. That's unfortunate. Now the Shifter's dead in his hand. I think I think Christopher LeBlanc's gonna... I think this might be an easy 2-0. That's unfortunate. As unfortunate as it is, it's probably gonna end up being a 2-0 just because of that mistake, that Shifter mistake. It is what it is. Oh well. Unfortunate, but yeah. Okay, so summon out of Shangri-La again. Set 1 face down, which is the Big Bang, I'm assuming. And he's going to pass turn. Draw for turn. I feel like Chris LeBlanc's going to have so much advantage now. Standby phase. I'm assuming that the Shangri-La is going to be activated. I know that token is... that token's probably beefy. Very, very beefy. And it has a lot of defense. It's got a big booty. For sure that token's got a big booty. Alright, so he's going to mill 3, not sure off what. Okay, Huffiness during the standby phase when he activates Shangri-La. So I'm assuming he's going to summon out a Fenrir. It's his only defense. I mean, it just sucks how this deck doesn't have any negates. But it made it to the top 4. I mean, it must be that good. It's at top 4, so now Kelback and then Scream's going to be activated. I'm so glad this deck is dead. I'm so happy that this deck is just not a thing anymore. Crazy how Chris LeBlanc just made it to the top 4. Okay, so Nibiru's just gonna... Not sure what's happening to Nibiru. Okay, it's getting popped by the planet because Shangri-La was being activated was activated this turn. So mill 5. Chris LeBlanc's gonna mill the artifacts. What is it called? It's the fairy artifact. I already forgot its name. Jesus Christ. Lancia. Milled 2 tier element monsters. I'm not sure if he's activating any. Let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, let's try to see what Chris LeBlanc's gonna pull out. I'm assuming he's gonna try to go for a Zeus again. I mean, I feel like Zeus is always just gonna be the best play against the Cash deck. Zeus is just literally the death of Kashtira. Okay, so since he activated Scream, he's banishing a 3 face down off the Kashtira Birth. Since he used Scream that turn, I think Chris LeBlanc probably didn't even notice that, or didn't even realize that was an effect or a thing. But maybe he did. He probably didn't even attempt to activate those effects. He didn't. I don't think he used the effects. That's because I think he only used Scream and searched. So, okay. Let's got a good hand. It looks like a solid hand to me. I saw a good amount of the spells in one trap. So mill 3, I think he milled the kill back again. That's gonna be irrelevant. That's not gonna do much. Okay. Link off the Merly and Hafina's. He's gonna go for Sprint. I assume that he's gonna go for Sprint. Yep. Sprint's the only option. Sprint's the only best play. Summon out Sprint, activate Sprint effect. Dump out the Merly effect. Same old shenanigans that we won't see anymore. Thank God. Thank God we're not gonna see any more of this shenanigans. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of this tier element. Okay, so it's gonna summon out Kid Kalos effect now. Let's see if he's gonna search or send. I'm assuming that he's probably gonna send. We'll see right now. Let's see if he's gonna use Fenrir. He might not want to use Fenrir at all. Like, it's just tough. It's tough if you're gonna use Fenrir, because I mean, once you use that Fenrir, I think that's the only out he has too. I think, well, he does have Big Bang though, so he's got to play around the Big Bang and the Fenrir. But he is gonna use the Fenrir, banish the Kid Kalos. You know, you always want to get rid of that Kid Kalos. Curse LeBlanc probably plays 2, because you know you got to play around the Kashtira deck. They could summon the Mind Hacker, which I haven't seen anybody summon out in a lot of the feature matches that I've been watching. So Shiren, discard the Keldo, mill a Shiren. Not going to use the effect, or I think he already used the effect, I'm not sure. Instant Fusion though is going to be activated. Broken, the nuts, ultimate rare as well. That looks nutty, looks amazing. Summon out Mud Dragon. This is where the Zeus is going to come in, I believe. Zeus is coming down again. I'm telling you, Zeus is just the end of Kashtira. Zeus just literally kills the deck. Yep, there you go. Same thing again. Yep, it's a wrap. Yep. Even Chris LeBlanc even knows. He flexed a little bit. He was like, you know, he's just like, oh, this is flexing right here, all with that babushka for that Zeus, dude. That Zeus is just way too strong, man. You can tell Federico's just frustrated that he just keeps getting Zeus. It's unfortunate, man. It is what it is. Even if he Big Bangs, he's gonna be able to keep the babushka on board, because you get to banish until you have one. Both players have one monster. So it's just, there's no point of even Big Bang. Even if you Big Bang, like, it's just an unfortunate situation that Federico puts himself in, or that he put himself in, or the deck itself puts itself. I he's gonna set one and go for Zeus, and now it's just gonna be GG from here, dude. There's no way you come back from this. Zeus is gonna resolve. It sucks how this deck doesn't have any negates. It's gonna chain Big Bang. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be irrelevant, pretty much. It doesn't matter. The whole board is clear now. And then Meta Noise, grab back. Yeah, you can tell Federico is not very happy with the whole situation, with the Zeus situation. It sucks. I mean, it's unfortunate how that deck, that's how the cookie crumbles when it comes to that deck, because Zeus is just the death of Kashtira. Pick up your Zeuses, man. Pick up all your Zeuses, your ultimate rare Zeuses. It's going to shoot up to the moon, man. People are going to play 2 in the extra deck, man. Got to pick up all your Zeuses. So he passed turn, Pot of Prosperity. Let's see what he's going to grab. Oh my God! He got nothing off that Prosperity, and that was it. That was a wrap. He literally got nothing off that Prosperity. Wow. That was an insane match, and that was an insane Pot of Prosperity. Nothing off that Prosperity. 6, banished 6, and didn't get nothing. 2 Iblis, just a bunch of garbage. 2 Ashes and a Solemn Judgment. Jesus Christ, that was an insane game. 2-0 from Chris LeBlanc. Zeus carried that whole match. GG's. Congratulations to Chris LeBlanc, moving on to the next, I think, semifinals or finals. We'll see you in a bit. We're going to find out real soon. We're going to also upload the video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon.